Volvo announced 24-week, gender-neutral parental leave for all its 41,500 global workers, taking inspiration from similar national legislation in Sweden. Carmaker announced new parental leave policy, irrespective of gender, will be applicable from the 1st of April in all its plants and offices across world.
Here's a summary of the article.
Volvo has announced a 24-week, gender-neutral parental leave for all its 41,500 global workers, taking inspiration from a similar national legislation in Sweden, its home market. The carmaker announced on Tuesday that the new parental leave policy, irrespective of gender, will be applicable from the 1st of April in all its plants and offices across the world. The policy clarified that in countries where local regulations offer a more generous parental leave, local regulations will take precedence. For instance, Indian laws allow women employees 26 weeks of fully paid maternity leave, and Volvo Car India said their female Indian employees will continue with that. A statement from Volvo, which is owned by Jejang Geely Holdings since 2010, said the global policy is more inclusive and supportive than many existing policies around the world, and includes all legally registered parents, including adoptive, foster care and surrogate parents, as well as non-birth parents in same-sex couples. Some countries do not offer any paid leave to new parents, or exclude certain groups of parents. The latter is particularly true for fathers, it said. The company said the announcement of the policy follows a parental leave pilot scheme launched in 2019, in which 46% of all applicants were fathers. The company observed that some of the obstacles that limit the uptake of parental leave include parents' concerns around the potential impact it might have on their team, fear around long-term career opportunities, and a cultural mindset about what is expected of fathers in the workplace and at home.
This post received a score of 14,000, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
What a shitty April Fool's joke to play on your employees.
Is S Redditanian for serious or sarcastic?
Serious, S.
Okay. That was funny.
Might be the best use of S I've ever seen.
I remember when my kid was born. I wasn't vested in my vacation time since she was born at the beginning of the year, so I only had a few days off work. I took 2 more unpaid so I could have a full week, but I really couldn't afford it. I couldn't imagine how much easier things would have been if I had 24 weeks off.
I'm a Canadian man. When my kids were born, my wife was not employed outside the home. I went to my director and told him I wanted to take a month off to help. He asked what I was entitled to and I told him 9 months. He said, if you're entitled to 9 months then take the 9 months. I took 9 months off with pay for each of my 2 kids. It was awesome.
I'm so jealous American companies would be afraid that you'd use the time to find a better job.
Treating your employees with respect and paying them a fair wage goes a long way to solving that problem.
Yeah, but you can make more short-term profits by giving them shitty wages. Sure, long-term that causes the slow decline of the company, but that'll be for the next CEO to deal with after the current one moved on with their $500 million bonus.
The employer pays them as little as possible and works them as hard as possible, and if they object they are fired. Only then will they have extracted every last cent of worth from you. The wealthy and powerful become so greedy that the poor start to starve. When the poor start to starve, they rise up and kill the rich and the powerful and intellectuals and the creative, and things go for a shit for many years until a civil society rises up again.
As a society, a lengthy parental leave is super beneficial. It helps set the child up for success throughout their whole life, which helps them become a contributing member of society, which improves society as a whole. The benefits to society far outweigh the short-term costs to the company. It also lets the other parent help tend to the child while the birth mother is still physically recovering.
Not April Fools. Independent or just a bit slow. CNBC and Financial Times reported it 2 days ago, as well as local Swedish papers.
Applicable April 1st is the joke, not the report date.
That's the start of Q2, though.
This, more than anything a car company has done recently, makes me want to buy a Volvo. Everything you buy is a vote with your dollar. This sets the stage well. Good on them. I'll never buy a new car, but at least I won't shit-talk Volvo now.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.